6 of my Java tutorials. In today's tutorial, I'm going to cover the if statement, the else if statement, and the else statement, which are all used in an if loop. Alright, so to start with, we need to make a new project. I'm just going to call it if statement. Again, once you've got that done, go to your SRC folder and make a new class. And I'm going to call it temperature, or temp. Alright, now that we've got that, we're going to create some of the basics again. We're going to import the scanner. Create a constructor. Oops. And then our main statement. Okay, once you get all that, go on and assign the scanner value to an integer variable that we'll call temp. In case you don't remember how to do it, it's scanner input is equal to new scanner, and then within the parentheses for the condition, you want to type system.in. And now we'll assign, or now we'll create and assign input to something. So integer, set it called temp, and you're just going to set it equal to the input dot next int, capital INT. Parentheses, and I can't remember if I covered this in my last video or not, but whenever you use scanner, or whenever you're referring to the scanner variable, like in this case we call it input dot next int, there's many different dot next you can use, and depending on what kind of variable you're saving changes what the dot next is. There's dot next line, dot next integer, dot next double, dot next float. It covers all variables except for character. Alright, now that you've got that done, we're going to start the actual program. Or the if part of the program. What we want it to do is look at the temperature and tell them whether it is too cold, just right, or too hot to go outside. So, to begin with your if statement, you need to type if lowercase and then parentheses, and within the parentheses you're going to put your condition. So let's say below 50 is too cold. So you'll type temp less than 50. Open bracket or curly brace, and go down. Alright. Now, how this reads is if this condition is true, it's going to do whatever is in the brackets. So if the temperature is less than 50, we'll have it say it's too cold. So system.out.println. Now you'll move to the outside of your closing curly brace. Now hit enter, create a new line, and we're going to do an else if now. So to do this, you're just going to type else space if, and then it's the same way. You'll use conditions, or within the parentheses you'll put a condition, and this time we're going to say if it's less than 90. So we'll say temp less than 90, and then you'll make another brace. Then this set of Cali braces, you're going to put whatever you want to do. So we want to tell them that it's okay to go outside. So again, system.out.println. And I'm just going to say okay. And then create a new line after the closing Cali brace, and now we're going to use else. And to use else, it's just like else if and if, just else, except else doesn't have a condition. This acts as a catch-all, so anything that is above 90 is what will apply to this. You'll make an open Cali brace, and we're going to have it tell them that it is too hot to go outside. Now when you run it, as it is right now, it's not going to ask you to input anything, but we'll put 50, hit enter, and it's okay, because it's not less than 50. Alright, now you can go up and you can go back and you can doll the program up a little bit before declaring the temperature variable. You could have another system.out.println. And here you ask them to enter a temp. We'll just say enter a temp. And now when they run it, now it's asking. So this time we'll say 90. Alright. And it says it's too hot, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. And now I'll cover some of the finer details here. Whenever you're using an if statement, if there's only one line of coding following it before it goes to the next statement, like it is here, you don't have to have the Cali braces, but it's a good habit to get into to put those there. The same thing with the if else, and the same thing with the else statement. If it's just one line of coding following, you don't need the braces, but if you had more, like if we wanted to print something else after this, if it's less than 50, you would have to have it within Cali braces to tell it that it's all part of the same code. Alright guys, well that's the if, else if, and else statements. They're pretty simple. That's why I went on and got this video out earlier in the week. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to message me.